Hi there folks, I'm back again. What I'm doing is making up this lovely butterfly card box. So I've cut everything out. So this is from Studio Light as well, which is called Butterfly Box. And I've got some nice Studio Light papers. So the lemon spotty one, and I also picked a sort of dotty one as well. Don't know where it is now. There. So I'll cut all the pieces out that you need. So you need to cut out the base. I've cut the base pieces out in the thicker card because this is only 170 GSM, the pattern stuff. I've cut a couple of flowers out as well for decoration. And so on this cutting you get the base, which is this one, which is got that bit at the bottom. I suppose if you wanted, you could chop that bit off, but that's how it came. So you cut two of those, then you cut the base part of the box, and then you get these two are the sides, and you get layers as well. So I've cut it all out basically. So let's just put it together. It's fairly easy to go together. So what I think to do first is just to go over these score lines, because it's all scored for you. Oh no, what have I done? Thankfully that you won't see that bit. I've got ink. I've got ink on it. I mean, you think I was in a craft room or something? So first of all, just go round all the scored areas. You can go over it and rescore it, which I think I did that at Kenilworth, but you don't have to because it's already got scores in it. So that's got the scores, and then these two pieces are the sides, so they've got sort of diagonally scores here and here, so just give them a bit of a fold and burnish. Just always think it's better if you give it a fold and burnish, because then when it needs to go in its position, it sits better, I think anyway, and certainly I know from doing that pop-up card. So let's do this one as well. Just give it a burnish, give these sides a burnish, like that. Oh, don't do that, Shirley. Find the score line, there we go, that's it. And just give that a burnish. Right, so first of all, I'm going to do the actual box. So it's pretty easy to put together. It's just popping these, I've forgotten the word's gone out of my mind. These flaps, that's the word I was looking for. So those sides go on there. That side. Just have to make sure though, if I do that, I'm going to still be able to close it. Yeah, it should, because that's how it closes. Goes in there like that, and it closes over like that when it's inside the box. Well, if it's in the box position. So I'm just going to get my normal liquid glue, which is gone away, and I'm just popping this onto, hopefully, when it comes out. It's coming out a second ago. Let's just give it a wee poke. Seems to be getting clogged out quite a bit, this glue, for some reason. It's new as well, but just so these two flaps here, so the ones at each end of the base, and then we're just going to pop that on top, line it up with everything else, all the sort of scores here, and don't go over the fold because you want to be able to fold it. So just up to that folding line, you just want to be able to make sure that it's still just on that fold line. It doesn't want to be over that, because then if it is, it won't fold. So that's that, and then turn it back round and do exactly the same at the opposite side, like that. Give it a wee burnish, make sure it still folds, it does, and just push that down. And then what we've got here, we've got other pieces, so we've got this piece, but I put this on the inside the last time because I knew that the person, the recipient of it would open it and it'd be nice to see whatever, you know, see a nice patterned paper inside. So that's what I did. So I'm just going to pop these now on because these are the layers. So you get all the layers die cuts as well to do. That's all in that same bit. Because if you see what I mean, they're not going to see that bit, but when they open it up, they're going to see it's going to have a nice pattern inside. So I just did one layer, I didn't do the 2 layers inside, I just thought one would be enough to really just hide that messy bit I've got in the middle as well, and just give it a bit of pattern. And then on this side again, we just have to put these in place with the yellow side up, because that's the side I'm using for the main butterfly as well. It's just all keeping it that colour. It's quite easy just to make this up. Try not to get glue on it all. And basically that's your box done. You just have to stick it on to your butterfly when it comes around. So we'll put that bit to the side. So we've got our 2 pieces just now, and we're going to decorate it. So I haven't done a spotty black bit for the back, I've just done a yellow bit. So that's going to go on this front piece. Front and back are basically the same anyway. And that just, so it all just fits nicely, and it just sits there with a little bit of a border of white round it, which is nice. Like that. And then we can put our yellow one on at the front. And I could just use this as a card. I don't need to make it as a box. But I just wanted to show you how it worked as a box. It could just be a card front. So just popping that into place. Like so. There we go. And then on the back, I'm just going to pop this one here. Just to cover it up, but kind of to differentiate it between the front and the back. And I mean, even that just looks nice on its own. So I'm going to decorate the front first before I put the rest of it together. So I've cut out some of the daisies that I got as well. So these are Gummiapan daisies. I've got some antennae as well, but I'm going to put that on last. So I can either just put these on one side, kind of like that. Cut out 5, but I might not use the 5, or I could put some colouring on them. So I found this little bit of, well, I bought this on Kenilworth. Well, I bought it, I wasn't given it, but this is potter's clay, so I thought I might just put a little bit of that in the middle of those, so that just gives them a wee bit colour instead of being just white. Now I'll try one. If I don't think I like it, I might think, well, maybe I'll not bother. I thought I had, oh, that is 5. I thought I had more than that. I'm like, no, that is 5. So if I just get, now, where did I put them? You know, I still haven't actually tidied up my mess. Well, my stuff when I came home. I put stuff away, but I haven't tidied everything away completely. I've just kind of left it out. So what I'm looking for is just a wee brush. Oh, here we go. Here they are. Now, I bought these brushes at Hobbycraft, but I'm not really impressed with them at all. So this is a kind of wee, I would say, a stapling kind of brush. So I'm just loading that up, and I'm just going to give this middle bit a wee bit of colour. I think it might look okay. And that brush is about the right size. So let's see what, yeah, I think that'll be okay. So I'm just going to do all the middles of these in that colour, which is, what did I say it was? Potter's clay. So it just gives it a wee bit colour, but I'm going to keep the leaves, well, the petals white. And then that's all we need really for there. Just a wee bit darker here and a bit darker. That's fine. Let's do that. That's good. So let's pop these on first, I think. So using the same glue and tweezers. Let's just pop these on down this left side, I think. I'm thinking. So I might not use them all, but we'll see. We will see. Three. Could put a couple on that side just to kind of balance it a wee bit, like that. Let me just move that slightly. There we go. That'll do. And I have got the antennae, but I'm not going to put that on yet. So that's the front, that's the back. And let's get putting this on. So the way to put this on is the same way we really put these on. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop that there, face down, and pop that there, face down. And what I aim to do was just pop that kind of in between these marks here at the bottom. So just popping a wee bit of glue on there first, and then just bringing that over to there. All the glue's coming off my fingers. Just give that another push down, and then that is the front, so it's flush with the bottom. And then exactly the same for the back. It's a bit harder to see this, but just exactly the same. I'll just bring it up there and just press that down. Should roughly be in the same place, hopefully. Let's see. Oh, it came off. That wasn't so good. Let's put some more glue just along that bit there. And pop it onto there. Like that. So we want to just try and look there and just match it up. Make sure that is stuck down before I take it off this time. I don't want it to kind of fall off. It's not quite down at the bottom, so I'm just sliding it down to the bottom there so that that's it. So you've got that piece and that piece, so that's the starts of it. The starts of your box. So the next pieces are these pieces that need to go on to here. So on the inside slightly. So what you need to do is pop some glue onto the flap there, and the same onto that flap. And I actually think I put it on all of them just so it was easier to kind of, just because it's a bit fiddly now. So then you bring it up to roughly there. So it's kind of just in a bit from the wing. See what I mean? And the same on that side. So you want it to be just a wee bit in from there on each side. And then just press it down on side a little bit, and then do exactly the same on this side. So just making sure it's just inside that a bit. Let's come out of that side, but not to worry, we'll fix that in a minute. It is a bit fiddly, but it does, when it's made up, it's really nice. It's really a nice card. So just put this back in. See what I'm doing here. So I'm just kind of getting that to try and stay in place there. And then the same here, so turning it round, you won't be able to see because obviously I've stuck the other side down. Just making sure that's in far enough. It could come in a bit, that's not quite far enough. It needs to come in slightly, that's better. It is a bit fiddly, but so it needs to come in about probably ½ inch from the edge. And then I'm going to do this side as well because that's now, so about ½ inch each side I would say for the placement of it. So push that in a bit more, and then I'll just press this down. It is a bit fiddly diddly, but it's a really nice box card when it's finished. It really is. It's really nice. And then you would put in, so that's basically it. Then you would put in your whatever it was, and it's still not sticking. You would pop that bit in just there. I'll get it to stick in a minute. Pop these two bits together, and I will get this to stick. It will stick. But it's not quite sticking there for some reason. Let's see. I think we're too far across. Maybe the best thing just going to take this up because I don't think it's quite sticking properly. So yeah, it's a wee bit squint at that side. Now don't worry, because I'm going to fix this and I'm not worried about it too much. There is a bit of a mark. There's going to be a mark. But I'd rather it was straight than not straight. So thinking the best way to maybe do the box in the middle is just do it like that. Make the box up like that with the top on and then glue it in place. I think that that's probably the way to do it because it's a bit fiddly, isn't it, otherwise? So let's just pop that down. And then we can turn it round to the opposite side because we want to do exactly the same. So we can then reach in to this bit and just press that down. You could even press it down with something else that's easier than a bone folder. Like that. Okay, and then the same on this side. Now, you're not going to be able to do quite the same, but we'll put that in place, give it a rub, turn it over, and I think what we need to just do is hold it for a few minutes, but you'll see that looks much more even than it was. So perhaps make the box up first and then add these bits, but still do the base first. I would do that first. Now we've got the last piece to go on is the antennae, so I'm just going to put a wee bit of stuff there, and that's far too much. Where's the wipe? Let's wipe that off a bit. We don't need that amount of glue, and just pop that on to there. I think I actually needed it to go there a bit. Pop that on there. But there's 101 different designs you can use. You know, you could use papers, you could use anything you wanted. You could colour it, you could just cut it all out in white, you could colour it, you could stamp on it. You know, there's just so many things you could actually do. And I am just going to pop some gems on it now. So I've got some gems here. So let's go. We've got some nice colours here. Let's see. And then that will be me done. Let's see. Don't really have any yellowy sort of ones. I do. I've got flowers but I don't really want to put those on it. Let's see. I've got white. Let's just put these white sequins or grey sequins onto it. So there we go. So let's just put some of these on. So obviously you can put a sentiment on. I'm not doing it because I don't have anything that I can think of at the minute, but when I do put it on social media, I probably will have a sentiment on it somewhere. So yeah, you can kind of put that. I'll just put it there where I was going to put it, and then I'll put I think that's maybe all. Actually, I might put one up here and another one because I like my 5 or 7, so my numbers that are not even, uneven numbers. So there you go. So that's how you make that box card, and I hope you'll agree it's a lovely card. And I made one of these at Kenilworth and I gave it away to a new friend, and yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. If you wanted this particular die set, you can get it at www.misaprint.co.uk, which is part of Gummiapan. Well, they're the stockist for Gummiapan UK. So head over to their website and you'll see lots of goodies there, including this. So thanks so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe by hitting the all bell button, tick the like and share as much as possible. Thanks so much, folks. Bye.